Well, good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's well. Just waiting for a few people to come join me for your free live mini readings this evening. Hopefully, you'll all jump on board. I'm just checking my iPad just to make sure. There we go. Just waiting for people to click in. I know I've got 4 watching, but my iPad's not saying anything just at the minute. There we are. Hi, Chris. Hola. Where are you from? Huh? Hola. Is that wishful Christmas? Oh my lord, what am I going on about now? Got gobbledygooks gob. So how's everybody been? Have you all missed me? By the looks of it, you have. There can't been out on the telly last night, was there? It was all a little wave there. Nice to know people miss me when I'm not here. I had a night off last night. I was a little bit what you call tired. Hey, look at that. Even Linda's on time tonight. Normally she's late. Normally as a rule. So yeah. Hope you're all right. Hope you've haven't been doing anything I wouldn't have been doing. Right, so listen, folks, just a few updates for you before we get cracking. You know what I say. I always ask you to like and share the post as many times as you like, because the likes and the shares cost you absolutely diddly squat. They don't cost you anything. All right, and the more people we get joining in, the better it is. Okay, so 16th of September, we have the special evening of mediumship, which will be with myself, it'll be with Chris Archibald, it'll be with Linda Richmond and Linda Finch. Now, what we're asking you to do on that, it'll be held in the Zoom room and it'll cost you all £3 and it'll be via PayPal, right? So you've got to pay your £3, and what happens is once you've paid your £3, you'll be sent a link on the night for the Zoom room to get in. Now, if you haven't paid £3, you won't get in. Now, it's a picture and flower reading. So what we're asking you to do is to send me your pictures of somebody who's passed spirit side of life. All right. So a picture of a loved one who's passed. So you can either send a picture in or you can send us a picture of a flower. Now, we're saying you've got to send the pictures in. And like I said, on the evening, it's from 6 o'clock and it'll go until 7:30. And there's going to be 4 of us in that room. So your pictures or your pictures of your flowers or your loved ones will be picked at random by either myself, Chris, or the 2 Lindas. Yeah. So you won't be guaranteed to get a message on that evening, but it should be a really good night. Okay. It's different. And it's different to this. So it won't be on the live feed. It'll all be taking place in the Zoom room. So once you've paid your £3 and you've sent me your pictures of whether you want to send me a picture of a flower or a picture of your loved one, then I'll in turn send you that link on the evening so you can all get into the Zoom room. Now the Zoom, it's a free app and you can download it for free. Okay, it doesn't cost anything. So that's all you need. You do. So send us your pictures, but what I am saying is as well, with your photos and things, I want them a week before the event or a couple of days before the event, because it's no good sending me them on the night because we won't have time to print them off or send them to the other 2 Lindas or Chris to have a look at. Okay, so because you're sending them to me, so I'll have to send them to them so they can see who they need to read for, if that makes sense to you. So that's that. That's the 16th of September. And it's £3. It's not a lot of money. So if you want to come to that, please feel free to inbox me after this, and I'll send you the details again. The next one is brilliant, Chris. So the next one will be the 31st of October, and that's a spooky night, and that's up at Stillington Village Hall. Absolutely steeped with history, loads of goings on. If you want, you can go and Google it or wherever and see what's going on the evening there. But again, that's going to be another great night. Now, all proceeds from that night will be going to Norton Church. So that's a charity for the night. So £30 a ticket. So if you'd like to come and join us on the witching hour, and I'll bring me broomstick. Definitely bring me broomstick. Because it should be a great night, okay? So there'll be a few experiments on the night as well, but only them who are buying a ticket or purchase a ticket will get to know what we're actually doing on the evening, okay? So I'm not going to publicise that. So if you're curious enough and you want to come along, but like I said, all proceeds of that night will go to Norton Christian Spiritualist Church, and it's all for the upkeep. Just because the church is closed, it still has bills to pay, okay? And it's my church, so I'm nominating that one for next month. Oh, is it next month? It is, isn't it? Yeah. I had to have a think there. Right, folks. So that's all my news and my updates for now. So I'm going to pick your first card. And like I said, if you keep liking and sharing, the more likes, the more shares, the better. All right. So I'm going to pick our first card and get us cracking tonight. One start off. All right. So there's the first card. Now I picked this at random. All right. I picked this at random. So this could land on anybody's doorstep tonight, regardless. But that's the one I've chosen. So we're setting you off. So why I'm doing this, you're going to send me all them likes, all them shares, and keep it going. Invite your friends along to like the share, like the feed. But yeah, I am going to say, whoever this card resonates with, they're going to be in for a lovely, lovely surprise, because that's what I feel as I look at the card. I feel quite shocked, want of a better word. So it's going to be a nice shock, and I'm going to be pleasantly surprised what this card has got in store for the person it's going to relate to. I feel all of it. Right. I feel like me giddy aunt's here, so I know I've got an auntie, spirit side of life, who's wanting to connect, because I feel like a giddy auntie as I'm talking about this card. So I am going to say I'm going to be pleasantly surprised. So there's a surprise there coming within the next 4 to 5 days, where I'm going to be ecstatic, okay? So it's going to be really good news what I'm going to receive. I'm not saying what the news is. I've just got this smile on my face, and I just know there's going to be, somebody's in for a lovely shock, and it is a lovely shock. So there's lovely surprises there. I'm also going to say as well where this person, where the card relates to, is a little bit of a dreamer. We dream about lots of things. So I could be sat there 1 minute and I'm going off in a gaze in the next, okay? So I'm taking myself off onto what I would call a little bit of a little mini meditation, and my thoughts are getting sent out. And that's how I feel with this. I'm all right 1 minute and then I'm floating off the next. But I do believe there's been a lot of water under the bridge where this card connects, a lot of heartache as well. My ears have just popped there. I'll have to turn the volume down on my earphones. Someone's just gone off with me looks. But yeah, lots of water gone under the bridge, and I want it where we've crossed swords somewhere. Oh God, I want it where family is. I've like, I don't know. There's been lots of stuff going on where my family's concerned as well, and it's like, oh, two wrongs don't make a right. That's what I have to say. Two wrongs don't make a right. Okay, that's what I'm saying. But there's lots of water gone under the bridge, so I am going to say I need to hold that olive branch out, and I need to make amends. I have to make amends. Um, oh, bless you. Right, I do know I have got an anti-spirit side life. Hi, Karen. Yeah, and she is a bit giddy. She is a bit giddy, but I need to connect to the name of Mavis. Who understands the name of Mavis, please? If you can understand Mavis, give us a shout down the bottom there. Stick your hand up and say, I can understand Mavis. Gina O, it sounds like your auntie. She a bit giddy. Hi, Philip. Right, so if you can understand Mavis, because I do believe I've got an aunt spirit side life here, because she comes in and she feels quite giddy as she comes in. Um, that's what I want to say with that. Right, Jean, you can understand Mavis. Is that what you're saying to me when you're just saying me? I have to mention as well, and I'm still on this card as well, I want somebody here on the earth plane where either, right, keep listening then, Pauline. And Gina, you keep listening as well, right? So as I look at the card, I'm coming back to the card slightly here. As I come back to this card, I am going to say I've either got an old injury where I would have had a break on my leg, or there's something to do with my leg, okay? Because as I look at the card, not Mavis, all right. As I look at the card, I do know I've got an old break, so I broke my leg at one point, and I don't know whether, if you can understand it as well, Philip, that's fine. I don't know whether I want this spirit side or here on the earth plane where I would have had a break on my leg. But this lady who comes forward, she is a bit of a giddy aunt. She does tell me she's somebody's aunt, right? So the name Mavis does connect, and whether I want that name spirit side of life, or here on the earth plane. Your mum's old friend Tracy. Could you understand the name Mavis though? Because it's definitely Mavis. I'm not getting the name wrong here. It's definitely Mavis, and she's giddy, definitely giddy. She's a giddy aunt. That's how she comes in. But she talks about where there's a resolution of some sort that needs to be sorted out, and it will get sorted out. That's what I need to say. It will get sorted out. May month comes in. She talks about the May month, but she also talks about where she was a passive smoker. She smoked her head off, or I've got somebody behind me who would have smoked the head off, a bit like the royal family where me fags go in. Right, Bethany, if you can understand what I've just said where Mavis is concerned, give us a triple yes down the bottom. That would be absolutely fantastic if you can, okay? Because I do believe I am a passive smoker. My ashtray is full, okay? My ashtray is full here with tab ends, and I can smell the stale smell of cigarette. Now, I'm not saying it's this lady who smoked cigarettes, but I know I've got a really strong sense of the. I smoked one after the other. Right. You were only talking about it the other day. Brilliant. Right, so if you can understand Bethany and Tracy, give me 3 yes. There we are. There's the 3 yeses down the bottom. That's absolutely excellent. Right, Bethany as well, and Tracy, please listen. I'm also going to say to you as well, please, there's somebody here on the earth plane that either been an absolute pain in the neck, or I've actually got a pain in my neck, because that's what she puts on me, okay? I feel as though my neck is really like, oh, and I could do something doing with it. Hi, Sandra. But I feel as though somebody here on the earth plane as well has just been, and pardon my French, being a little bit arsey over a situation, and they just don't want to give over. They just want to keep whapping on about it, okay? She tells me, wash your hands of it, just let them crack on. Let them crack on with it. That's what she says for me to say. If that makes sense, give us a triple yes down there as well, please. But I am going to say to you there, please, for all these ladies who can take this, the resolution will be sooner than what you think it's going to be, okay? So don't stress out too much over it, because it will get sorted out eventually. It's just that some people, they just want to be a little bit arsey because they can, and that's what she says to me. It doesn't make it right, she says, but just step away from them, wash your hands of them, and just let them crack on with it. Because the more you rise to it, the more they'll keep coming back at you. That's what I have to say to you. Okay. I think I'm freezing a little bit here. Let's just have a drink. Right, that's brilliant, Tracy. Right, I've got the name of Arnold. Now I don't know whether I want a surname of Arnold or the name Arnold. It's one of the two. If you can understand that, it would be great. If you can't, I might be moving. But like I said there, folks, where this situation is here on the earth plane, tell them, just walk away from it. Don't rise to it, because I feel as though you're getting baited, okay? Just don't rise to it. Walk away from it. Be the bigger person and walk away, and just let them crack on. Just let them get on with it. And that's the best course of action. That's what I have to tell you. This lady was a realist. She wouldn't have messed about. She'd have said, oh, knickers to it, let them get on with it, and walked away. don't lose no sleep over it. That's what she tells me to say to you. Don't lose no sleep over it. Hi, Stacey. Right, so I'm waiting for the surname of Arnold or a first name of Arnold. If anybody can understand that, or the three lovely people who've been communicating back to me there, if you can understand it, give us a triple yes. Right, there we go. We've got Note Arnold. Thank you very much, Bethany, for that confirmation there. I do believe that could be moving. This is why I've shouted it out. Hi, Susan. Right, so. Right. No, but nobody else saying no to Arnold? Right, you don't know that name. There's Tracy out, so I'm just waiting for Philip now. If Philip can understand that, and if he can't, I've definitely moved. So, folks. Oh, I'm dropping them. Right. Right, everybody. Right, that's brilliant. So I have moved. I knew I had. So please take on board what I said where this lovely lady was. And thank you very much for that communication. So keep liking and sharing, folks. And as you're liking and sharing, there's two things you have to do now. Well, there's three. You need to like and share. You need to. Now, Philip, I don't know whether they're on the earth or spirit side of life. I just know I've got the name of Arnold. And I believe I did say I don't know whether upstairs or downstairs. So here's the three things. Like and share. Put your location in. And give me a number. All right. So start choosing your numbers from 1 to 72. Evening, Lee. Hiya, Gail. Right, there we go. So start punching your locations in as well so I can see where everybody's coming from. Put your numbers in and keep liking and sharing. Thank you, Vicky. First one up there, my love. Right, Philip. Would you understand the Arnold on the Earth plane? That's what I'm waiting for before I go any further. Right, we've got Jackie from Redcar. We've got Spennymoor. We've got Billingham. Susan, you haven't put your location in. Middlesbrough. Steph, you haven't put your location in. Thornaby. Right. Right. Philip, you never answered me about the Earth plane with Arnold. That's what I was waiting for. I need the surname or the name of Arnold. And that's what I was waiting for. So does anybody else understand the name Arnold? Or a first name? If you do, give us a yes down the bottom. And I'll count the cards out while I'm waiting for their answer. She said. Sugar. I should already have these counted out, you know. Right, I've got memories here. Oh, you go. Hang on. Can everybody slow down a little bit? I'm missing something. Where are we? They've disappeared. There we are. Here we go. What time is it, folks? Anybody know what time it is? Is it 6:30? Yeah. Do you know they must get out of bed at the same time? Do you not think? Huh? There we are. Sorry about that, folks. I nearly missed that one. BHM. Right, you're Arnold Earth. Yes, Arnold Earth. Right. Thank you. And somebody else is saying, yes, I do there. Hang on. Yes, they were. I'm not giving them the glory. That's why I said, what time is it? It's 6:30, isn't it? They do it every time, don't they? Same time every night. I don't know why they do it. Yeah. They must get out of bed at the same time. I got him anyway. That's why I said I had to stop doing what I was doing, because if I didn't, I'd have ended up deleting somebody who I shouldn't have, like I normally do. Right, so where the Arnold is here on the Earth plane, it was Philip, isn't it? I need 2, 4, right. Right, we'll go for that one. Right, so BHM, British. What's BHM, Lindsay? I don't know what you mean. Your location. No, I don't know where it is. Right, where have you gone, Philip? Philip. She's asking me daft questions there, right? We've got timeout. So, Philip, where the Arnold is here on the Earth plane. Hi, Ran. Right. Right, so Philip, Arnold here on the Earth plane. Would you understand where there's a gentleman, spirit side of life, that's wanting to connect? And I believe this is a connection where I want with you, Philip, here. So please listen. Um, I've got it now, Lindsay. Yes. So, Philip, please listen. So, the gentleman's spirit side of life, he draws close on a grandfatherly, fatherly vibration. Now, does this gentleman mean, I can't talk, gentleman mean anything to you at the minute before I go any further forward? If he does, give me 3 yeses down the bottom, please. Because that's where I feel as I need to be. I know I need to connect to you, and I know I've got a gentleman's spirit side of life that's wanting to come in, but I don't know whether he wants to connect to the Arnold name or to you. Okay, but that's where I'm looking for. So I'm waiting for the triple yes down the bottom of you there, Philip. So do it quick before anybody else gets in, because this is where I believe I need to be. I need to mention the October month, and this gentleman, as he comes in really, really strong vibration as he comes in. So when he was here on the Earth plane, Philip, he would have been somebody to contend with, right? And that's a feeling I get. I believe I wouldn't have crossed this gentleman when he was here on the Earth plane because he was a force to be reckoned with. But there's somebody here on the Earth plane who's very, very similar. Um, right. Um, right, hang on. Do you know that they just keep putting me off tonight? There we go. There's another one. Bites the dust. I believe this gentleman was here on the Earth plane. He would have been a force to be reckoned with. He wouldn't have took any rubbish from anybody, okay? And he wouldn't have. Right, that's gone. Sorry, I do apologise, folks. It's that trolley dolly time, isn't it? And I keep getting distracted. So I do apologise for that because I keep stopping and starting, and it's because I'm chasing something. Right? Thanks, Philip, for answering me there. And I'm trying to make this feed and it's not moving. Right, there we are. Right, I think. This one on my laptop's going a bit slow. There we are. I'm getting it. Right, Philip's up there with the yes. Right, so he would have been a force to be reckoned with there, Philip. That's what I have to say to you. And I believe there's somebody here on the Earth plane who's very, very similar, and where there's something going on where I feel like I just want to punch somebody's head in. That's how I feel. If that makes sense, and I do apologise for who I brought that over, but that's what I believe I need to say because I feel as though somebody here on the Earth plane needs a flipping good slap to wake them up. And that's how I feel, and that's how this gentleman presents. If that makes sense to you, please give me a double yes. Now, all I've been wanting to do all day, not literally, but this is what's been coming into my mind all day. And I believe it's with you, Philip, and this gentleman. I believe I want memories where somebody would drink Newcastle Brown Ale. And I believe this is what we used to call the fighting beer, and where you had a few pints and you'd go fight, and it was a man's beer. So if you didn't fight when you were drinking Newkie Brown, you were a proper bloke. If you started fighting, you were a wuss because you couldn't take the beer, and that's what I need to say. If that makes sense to you, there, Philip. Again, give us a double whammy yes down the bottom. It does, brilliant. This gentleman comes in and he shakes his fist as if to say, "Well, it wouldn't have happened in his day. It wouldn't have happened. It would not have happened." Okay, but I do believe there was things that should have been said, whether this is with yourself and this gentleman before he passed spirit side of life, but there was a lot of things that should have been made up, kissed and made up, and he tells me it never happened. He tells me it never happened. He also puts memories there where I would have been a boxer, or I would have gone to the gym and I would have liked to box, or bare knuckle fights. That's what he brings in, Philip, and that's what I'm going to mention to you. And again, if that makes sense, please acknowledge that down there at the bottom. I'm also going to mention as well, please, where he puts memories on me where somebody would have had the ribs broken or somebody suffers with the rib area, because that's what he puts on me. It's like, oh, and I feel as though whether I've cracked my ribs or there's something to do with my rib cage, okay? And that's what he brings in. So I'll just wait for you there, Philip, to give us a bit of confirmation there, if that makes sense to you as well. And then I'm going to move over to the card, all right? So I'll have a drink of this while I'm waiting for you for the feed to shift. Oh, God, that went down well. Put theirs on your chest, that. Newcastle brown ale, yeah, it is. It's like fighting juice. Definitely like fighting juice. It's like rocket fuel. So I'm waiting for you to answer there, Philip. If it makes sense to you, give us a triple yes. So the card I chose was this one. You're not sure. Just remember I've said it then, Philip. So this card what I've chosen there, so, you know, I don't know what part you're not sure about, whether you're not sure about the brown ale or you're not sure about the boxing or the bare knuckle fights. That's what he brings in, and he brings the memories in. So which one you're not sure about there, Philip? Because I've just galloped ahead there. Really, I should have waited for you. So that's the card I've chosen, and the number 39. 39 was the number, okay? So if you can understand the 39, I don't even know if anybody's chosen the 39. But that's the card I've chosen 39. And I believe where I'm in the middle where family's concerned here. I put myself right in the middle, and I feel pig in the middle where there's loads of stuff going on. So keep listening, Philip. If this means sense, it means sense, makes sense to you. Right. Remember I've said it, Philip. If it's somebody you can go away and ask about that, because that's what he brings in, okay? That's what he brings in. So I'm going to come to the card. So like I said, number 39. So I don't know who's chose 39 or if anybody's chosen 39. If they haven't, please pay attention, please listen. I believe I've put myself in the middle where family's concerned, and I feel pig in the middle. And it doesn't matter what I do, I'm going to be wrong either way, because I'm the gopher, I'm the one in the middle, okay? So there's stuff going on here on the airplane, but there's lots of changes and lots of opportunities what you need to take into account. Where I believe as though I'm always trying to please a family member as opposed to trying to please myself. So now's the time to start looking after yourself and doing what's best for you, and let the family just get on with it. That's what I have to say. So there's choices. There's lots of choices. I'm smiling as I'm saying this, you know. I shouldn't really, but I am. But there's lots of choices here, and there's decisions that you need to make. What's more important, your welfare or standing in the middle where family's concerned? Because I believe where there's a bit of a drift or a bit of a gap where family members are, or a distance, okay? Um, so there's I can't say controversies, that's the word, going on, and I'm in the middle, and I shouldn't be in the middle because I shouldn't be putting you in that predicament, okay? There are going to be changes. There's news of a move. I think that John Lee, they're doing it to push the feed up because sometimes it gets stuck, so they push the Cherokee horse up there. That's why they keep doing it. Right. So I am going to say there's movements here. So whether I'm moving premises, because there's changes where I'm going to be moving. Okay, so I get a move on here. Um, right. I'm going to stick my neck on the block here, and I'm going to say I'm moving house within the next 4 to 5 weeks. 4 to 5 weeks is a house move. And there's also changes where the job is as well. There's job changes here, so there's choices. Um, right. There's definitely new ventures here. I'm going ever so quiet and I'm smiling as I keep saying it, because I believe I keep putting obstacles in front of me. Somebody keeps putting the obstacles in front of me, but there's choices there, okay? So open the door and don't be afraid to go through it, because you need them changes in your life. All right. So there are new changes and beginnings there. So if whoever chose 39, remember what I've said. If you can't understand it, that's absolutely fine. But if you can, just acknowledge it down the bottom. But there's definitely changes there. September month comes in, but watch where them changes are going to be coming in, and they'll be coming in sooner as opposed to later. All right, you've just got to bite the bullet and be brave and do it. Okay, don't not do it. Right, where we going? I just keep reading these. I'm just having a read. Right, I'm having a shuffle. So start punching your numbers in again, folks. Punch them in. And we'll go again and we'll see where we are. Oh, right. I'm aware I've got a lady, spirit side of life. And I know I've got a lady, spirit side of life. There goes my voice. I'm going now. And I know, um, I've just recently passed spirit side of life. So my recently is really recently. And I believe within the last 2 to 3 weeks, no more than 5 weeks ago, where I passed spirit side of life. And that's how I feel as this lady draws closer. So before I go any further forward, folks, would anybody who's watching this evening understand where the lady would be, where she's just passed spirit side of life within the last 2 to 5 weeks? That's where I need to be, okay? And I know I'm somebody's mum. I know I'm somebody's mum. And I feel as though I'm only in my late 50s, early 60s. That's where I feel as though I need to be. Right, Barbara Walton, you can understand that. Do you understand the age as well, my love? Right, Vicky Grimshaw, you understand, and Barbara, you understand. Do you understand the age as well? She might not be your mother, Barbara, but she could be somebody else's mother, my love. Does that make sense? I know she's somebody's mum. Your mum's cousin. Right. I know this lady is only in the late 50s, early 60s. I know she's past spirit side of life, no longer than 5 weeks ago. Up to 3 to 5 weeks ago, this lady passed spirit side of life, because her energy keeps dipping in and out as she comes in and as she goes out. And I can still feel the emotion with her. There's a lot of emotion where this lady connects as well. It's quite tearful still here on the earth plane. I don't know. I feel quite sad as this lady connects. That's what I'm going to say. I still feel quite sad as this lady connects. And I feel so frail and so tired. So I'm going to say, when this lady passed spirit side of life, she was really wore out. And it was, in her words, not mine, a godsend that she passed when she did, because she couldn't hang on any longer. And that's what she makes me aware of. She brings this in, and my feet's going funny again. And I know it was hard for her. It really was hard. She didn't want to go, but she had to go. Okay. And that's how I feel with her. So that's what I'm going to bring forward. I am going to say I need to pass the love to her family, and I need to say thank you to the family that's left here. And whether I passed on my own or there wasn't that many people there, that's what I'm aware of. I feel a little bit isolated, and whether I was just left. That's how I feel. Oh, Is this lady resonating with anybody at the minute? Because if she's not, I'm going to have to sit her over there. I can't hang on to her much longer. Isn't it? Right, so I don't believe this lady's resonating with where I need to put her. But I know she belongs to somebody who's watching this evening. So whether you know somebody who's passed or whether it's a friend of a friend, please be the medium's medium. Even if it comes to you after we finish this tonight. Even if it comes to you after we finish tonight, that's fine. But please take this lady's love on board. Please say thank you to the family and tell them not to feel guilty, because I feel as though somebody here on the earth plane is still feeling guilty, or they didn't go and do what they should have done, or something wasn't done. And that's what I have to bring forward. She makes reference to an eternity ring, and I want the rubies and diamonds in that. She takes me full circle with it. It's a ruby and diamond ring. Whether she took it with her spirit side or whether it's here on the earth plane, I'm not sure, but that's what she makes me aware of, and that's what I'm going to bring forward. But I'm going to leave this lady where she is because she's not resonating fully where I need to get her to go to. But if she makes sense to some of you, take on board what I've said, please, and pass that information on. Please be the medium's medium, okay? So the card I've chosen was number 13. Who's chose 13, please? Has anybody chose 13? I bet you haven't. Number 13. And I want the name of Parker. Have we got a surname of Parker? Or am I just going to call you all nosy Parkers here? I need the name of Parker. And the number 13. Nobody chose 13. 1 and 3. Karen, what you saying no to? No to 13. Nobody chose 13. No. Nope. Nobody's chosen 13. Marvellous. Absolutely bleeding marvellous. Right, so, you know what's going to happen, don't you? Hang on. Philip did. Philip chose 13. You chose 13, Philip. Yours was 14. Katie Louise. You've chose 13. Right, so I've just stuck a link there in the box. So what you're doing with that, what you doing with that, you heard me. If you want to get on that link, and I'll try to bring you up live, yeah? Right, Nicola, you're saying what? You'll live at 13. No, I want the number 13. So there's a link there, folks, right? So what you've got to do is come off that feed, come off the live feed, go onto my Facebook page, click on the link in the comments, and whoever comes in first will bring you up live. That's if you want to come up. Right, okay. Oh, God, I have to turn this volume down. Totally went pop. Right. Philip and me did, but he's your brother. You did what? Pick. Let's turn this down. Not that one. Hang on. It's that one. Right. What did you pick? You picked 13. Yeah? Right. Right, so Katie, if you'd like to get on that link there and we'll see if we can bring you up live. Right. That's what I'm waiting for. Right, Katie, if you want to get on the link, we'll see if we can bring you up. Yeah? And we'll see if it works. Because I'm not very good at this. We normally get a few technical issues when we do this. So while I'm waiting for Katie to see if she can get on there, I know Vicky's down there as well. I've got a few people down there. But I want to show you the card. This is a card I want to show you. Yeah. That's your family tree. Yeah, it's a tree. Lovely tree. So, as I look at the tree, I am going to say I've had loads of upset, and that's how I feel as I look at it. I shouldn't be thingy in this. I should there. That's Lee, right? So I'm just going to bring Lee up if he comes on there, because he's it's Katie I'm after, because she's number 13. We've got Lee down the bottom, but his picture isn't on. Vicky's there. But I know. So if I bring you up, folks, Lee's there. Right, Katie, a last chance of shouting you, my love. See if you can get on this link, because I need you up here. And if not, I'm going to go for one of these little folks down the bottom, because they're waiting. But I know I've got loads of unsettlement here. I know I have absolutely loads of unsettlement. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up there. Let me share the screen, see if it works. There. We'll bring Vicky up. I'm only going to wave and use the talk, and I'll just sit listening. Right, hang on. Go on, get up. I'm used to adjust to the stream and it's not working here. See, it's not working. Oh, do you know? My giddy aunt, it won't work from this. Right. There we go. There's Vicky up. Right, Lee, I'm adding you up as well. So we're going to bring two of you up. Are you there?
Hi.
Yeah. I need to turn the volume down. Are you on yet, Vicky?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Oh, Lee should be up there on the stream.
Yeah.
There we are.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I just can't see you. I can see Lee. I'm waiting for Vicky. Oh, hang on. I'm turning my thing up. Oh, hang on. Wrong one. Turn my volume down because it's a bit loud. Right, folks. I know I was shouting for Philip, but he hasn't turned up yet. And the number 13, that was the card I chose. Can you see it? Right, so
Yeah.
Vicky and Lee and everybody else, please listen up, folks, right? So as I looked at this, I said, I have got a lot of upset here. That's what I believe, okay? I believe as though where my family mean an awful lot to me, and they do, but it's been a bit upscuttled. My roots have been pulled up a little bit, and I'm a little bit shook up, for want of a better word. Does that make sense?
Yeah, to me it does.
Does it make sense to you, Lee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so I'm going to work with both of you, so keep listening. So where I'm looking at that, I feel really unsettled where the family is, and I feel a little bit shook up, and I feel as though I've had a shock, because I didn't think my family would have treated me the way I've been treated, if that makes sense to you. So it's a little bit like, whoa, hang on, I wasn't expecting that, and that's how I feel, okay? Because I have to keep putting the card down as I look at it. I am going to say it's to do where finances, or something to do where financial commitments are concerned, okay? And I believe I'm not being totally upfront and honest about my financial situation. So it's as if I'm like, I don't want to take responsibility. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, a little bit.
About you, Lee?
Yeah.
It's just I'm not acknowledging. You know, sometimes we get bills in, we'll say, oh, we'll deal with that later. And I'm putting it away, and I'm not acknowledging it. And that's how I feel when I talk about finances. I'm not acknowledging it because I want to bury my head in the sand. If I bury my head in the sand, I don't have to deal with it. And that's how I feel. And there's This is where the situation is here on the earth plane, where I don't want to deal with that situation. I want to bury my head in the sand and ignore it as long as I can. I get the name Peter as well, so I want Peter who would connect here on the earth plane. Does Peter resonate with either of you two, please?
Not me.
Lee, does he resonate with you, the name of
No,
Peter? Right, remember I
no,
brought Peter forward because that's what I'm getting,
yeah,
okay? I need the name Peter. Lee, would Dad be spirit side of life, please?
yeah,
Yeah, because this is where I believe where
yeah,
Dad comes in, okay? Very similar, he tells me, your ways are very similar to his, even though you look more like your mum. Does that make sense?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he comes in with a
yeah,
great deal of love. He tells me he never showed as much love as what he should have done, and he never told you he was proud of you. Does that make
that,
sense?
that's
He
true.
tell
Yeah,
Yeah, he tells me to tell you he is proud of you, and he apologizes for not saying it to you. Okay, he should have said it more, but he didn't. He
yeah,
tells me as well, please, and if this is yourself where you're getting a lot of trouble with the lower back, hip area.
yeah.
Yeah, lots of love and healing. He makes me aware of that. Would you understand the name of Robert?
I'm not quite
If you,
sure.
Vicky, can you understand Robert?
Yeah.
It's just I'm bouncing between the two of you here, okay? So I am going to mention the name Robert, and I believe Robert here on the earth plane is supposed to, I can't talk, as opposed to spirit side. Does that make sense?
No, he's spirit side.
Spirit side, right? But you would understand Robert as well here on the earth plane. I want both. I need
No, not
both.
on the airplane.
Right. Just leave it with me 1 second. Lee, Dad talks about the arthritic conditions as well, where the hands are concerned.
Yes,
Yes. Again, lots of love and healing he brings in there. Mum's spirit side of life as well, please.
yeah,
Yeah. Because I feel as though where mum and dad were concerned, a little bit like chalk and cheese, but they rub together nicely. That's what they tell me.
yeah,
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 they bounced off each other. Okay, Mum was a bit more lenient and a bit more loving than what Dad was, and that's what they tell me. Okay, the November month
yeah.
comes in, mentions November month. Why do I have to keep saying to you, Lee? And again, if I'm wrong, I'll take this back. I believe whether somebody was deaf or slightly deaf, and I believe this is spirit side of life where I was a little bit deaf and I had to keep repeating things. If it's not spirit, it's here
Um,
on the earth where I can't hear properly.
Spirit, yeah, I think it was.
I'm just deaf as opposed to you. I can't hear him saying what you
Yeah.
saying, what you saying, and it was so annoying. Okay, um, but I'm gonna come back to the card, and again, um, financial side it needs to be taken care of. Okay, to stop burying your heads, get it sorted out. That's what I have to say. Where the family's concerned, things will sort themselves out eventually. Okay, but I believe now whether I want, I'm
Can't hear you, Irene.
I can't hear it either.
Irene, you've gone quiet.
Can't hear Irene.
Can't
Don't
hear you.
know. The spirit's playing up, I think.
I think she's muted herself.
Can't hear Irene.
Can you put a message on? You haven't taken it yet.
Can't hear you, Irene.
I think she needs a new computer.
I think she does. No.
Still get nothing. And see.
What about now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can't hear you.
Hello.
Don't this no more.
I've
Mhm.
disappeared
Can you hear
now.
me? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Oh. Madness. Can you not still hear me? No.
Yes, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
Can't you
Just
say
don't know where I've
yes?
gone.
Yes. Everybody can hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh no. Hang on.
Yes.
Let's take you back up there. Let me have a go. There's one back.
Can you hear
We've got
me?
him behind us. What's he doing behind there? He shouldn't be there.
I don't know where I've gone.
Have you all noticed? Can you hear everyone now? I can't hear you. Hang on. Are you there, Vicky and Lee?
Yes.
Oh, God. Hang on, Will, turn my volume back down. Oh, my Lord. Deafen me. Right, I've turned the volume down on my logos. Right.
Can you hear
Vicky,
me?
I can, yeah. Vicky, your picture's not coming up at all. I don't know why. Not see then, right? Right. So nobody can see you, but they can see me. So it's a game of hide and seek here, Lee. And you, Vicky. No, Vicky, I
Good.
know where she's gone. I've added her, but she's not on. Totally lost where we were up to. But to cut it short and sweet, because of these technical issues, it's absolute nightmare. I know we can't see Vicky, folks. I've added her, but she's not coming onto the screen. I don't know why. I haven't got a clue why. It's just like madness. And I've got me, I've got me Indian behind, and he shouldn't be there. Hang on. Well, let's see if I can get rid of him. Hang on. It's madness, this. Absolute madness. Are you there yet, Vicky? Let me take him off. No, everything's going. He's there. Back comments. Let me see if I can get Vicky up. Right. I'm just going to finish this off, folks, because this thing's playing up terrible. and whether it's internet or what, I don't know what the heck it is. But can you still hear me, Lee?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Oh, you can. Right. So, Vicky, keep listening because I can't get you. Things are going to improve where your financial sides are. You just need to acknowledge it and get it sorted out. Where family's concerned as well, try to mend them bridges. Don't let it sit too long, okay? Try to bring things together. Is it right? If I mentioned something wrong with somebody's kidneys, would you understand that?
Yes.
Would you understand? Yeah, because I have to mention them. There she is. I have to mention kidneys, something to do with the kidneys there, Lee, okay?
Yeah.
And I need to get it sorted. So whether there's appointments there and I'm concerned about it, just remember I brought it forward because these guys, Spirit Side of Life, are saying things are going to improve and lots of love and healing where it's concerned. All right. I keep trying to get Vicky there. She's nearly there, but she keeps floating off again. It's really it's challenging, Lee. That's the word I want to use for you. It's really challenging for you, and it has been up to the last 6 months. It's been difficult. Okay, that's what I need to say to you. Now I know Mary is a very familiar name, but I have to mention Mary to you. So whether Vicky can understand Mary or you can, I have to mention the name Mary. And Vicky's saying here, my husband did. I don't know what your husband did, or she's typing in for me. Does it make sense to you, Lee?
No, I don't think so.
Right. Does it make sense to you, Vicky? Because she's typing in there at the side. But yeah. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave all the spirits love with you guys. I'm going to say thank you very much for coming up on here. And I'll be having a word with StreamYard because I pay for this and I don't want to keep doing this every time I try to pull somebody up live, okay? Because it puts you off. But yeah, hang on. Kidney Mary was a lady you looked after, right? There you go. Thank you very much for that, Vicky. But yeah, the confirmation's there where I'm looking for. It's just a bit slow coming through, a bit like me sometimes. But but yeah, don't give up. Don't give up. Things will improve, and I know they're going to improve, and that's what I have to say to you. Is okay. I have to say that to you. But as well, Vicky, where you're concerned as well, would you understand where somebody passed Spirit Side of Life with a heart condition as well, please? Or they passed really suddenly? I can hear somebody's telly. Right, I'm just waiting for Vicky to give us a bit of a confirmation there. Where I went really suddenly, Spirit Side of Life. That's what I'm after. And I want it with a heart condition. And I feel like a grandmother here. I feel like my great granny or somebody. That's how I feel. Because she presents herself with her old headscarf on and all the rest of it as she comes in. You can, Vicky, brilliant. So yeah, she comes in again with a great deal of love. See, the screen's going all funny again there. So yeah, see, we've got Cherokee at the back. That's my background picture. He's not the one on my wall. There's loads of stuff going on wrong here tonight. It's absolutely hilarious. But Vicky, just know that your loved ones do come round you quite often and quite frequently, and you've got to trust what you've been seeing. Because I am going to say to you, you get quite a strong sense of whether it's perfume or aftershave. That's what keeps coming around you, because I have to mention there's an anniversary that's coming up that I have to recognise, okay? I have to recognise that. Lee, would you understand where that army connection is as well, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to mention that army connection as well with you. They are definitely playing, Rebecca. The spirits are out tonight in the bottle of vodka, I think. So I am going to leave all of Spirit's love with you. I am going to say thank you very much for putting up with this awful feed. And thank you very much for joining me. So I'm going to see if I can get... I was going to say I'm going to see if I can get rid of you, Lee, but I don't know whether I can. Not literally. Not literally. Right, let's see if that works. It probably won't,
Thank you.
Because normally you get his, oh, hang on there, it did it. I'll put him back down there. We'll go back to that one. So, folks, all I can do is apologise for the way that feed was. It wasn't very good. Hopefully, if I do it again tomorrow night, it just might work properly tomorrow night. Hopefully, it will, because it's all going do lolly tap. So, no sense of smell. Oh, brilliant. Right. So, folks, thank you very much for joining me. I'll be back again tomorrow night, same time. We'll see if we get the feed working properly or a bit better, because I'll be leaving StreamYard a little note, because they generally ask how it went, and I'll be saying it was, pants when we brought somebody up. But yeah, thanks for bearing with me. So if you want to know any more about the 16th of September, give us an email, send me an inbox, and with the October the 31st one, no more numbers, Lindsay, sorry. So yeah, any of them, if you want to know out about, get yourselves over on my page or private message me, and I'll get back to you with the details for that. All right, so I'll see you again tomorrow night, and I shall say ta-ra for now. Take care and watch what you're doing, right? So